Good morning, Revheads. This is the Ferrari 599 XX. It costs £1.3 million. It has 722 horsepower. Ferrari says that it will build no more than 29 examples over the next 2 years, none of which can be driven on the road, and none of which will ever be raced. What's that all about? To understand what the 599 XX is really all about, you need to appreciate that this isn't so much a car as a development project, a living testbed for the technology that will make its way onto Ferrari's road cars for many years to come. Hence, the reason it has a pair of fans that suck air away from the rear diffuser and out onto the rear wing, and F1 style slats to improve the cooling and lower the drag around the wheels. They call these donuts. There's also a new Manatino traction control system with no less than 9 different settings, plus another Manatino to alter the suspension system magnetically, and perhaps best of all, a virtual race driver system in place of the usual dashboard that could, at a pinch, probably tell you what Fernando Alonso is going to eat for breakfast tomorrow morning. These are my extremely privileged 4 laps in the 599 XX. No one outside of Ferrari has driven an XX model Ferrari ever, yet. Here we go. This car is so friendly, I mean, being no mistake. We're talking about a very, very fast car here. Doesn't feel like a full-on racing car, it still has sufficient sort of softness to it, that it still feels related to a road car. But the most impressive thing, more so even than the brakes, more so even than the acceleration, which is absolutely monster. 730 horsepower we're talking about here, not to be sniffed at. The most impressive thing is the way the electronics are integrated into the handling. They're there not just to help you out, to make you safe, they are there to make you go faster. If you try and get on the throttle too early, on the way, even out of a quite quick corner, let alone a slow corner, it just won't give you the throttle. Just for half a second, just for a quarter of a second. And that's the really key moment. And it's the difference between, well, even someone who's handy and knows what they're doing. It's the difference between you opening up the throttle too soon, getting a little bit of wheel spin, putting a wheel on a curve, giving it too much, and possibly ending up in the gravel, or more likely just making a mistake and not being very quick. So what it does is just eradicates that, and blimey, you just flow around the circuit. It's exciting, but it doesn't feel threatening. It just feels great, actually. Absolutely chuffing marvellous. What a great shame I don't have 1.1 million euros ricocheting around in my bank account. Otherwise, well, you'd have one of these, wouldn't you? Like a shot. Woohoo!